Howdy ho friends, it's Michelle and I have my weekly wax meltdown to share with you, and this week it is SCENTSY we're talking about, 2 weeks worth of melting for me. And I finally have my thoughts for you on the holiday collection, wax collection that is currently available on my or your consultant's website. So we will start with those. Alphabetically, of course. I have first Cherry's Jubilee, and it is black cherry, raspberry, and zesty lemon. And I really enjoyed this. If you don't like sweet kind of cherry type scents, you won't like it, because that's what it is. It did not last as long as I was hoping, but I will say it is still fairly new pour. Oh, I can read, I think. I can see it. I just can't make it out. Anyway, sometimes, occasionally, you can barely see a imprint stamp inside the clamshell lid. Probably if I peeled off, let's do it. Some say if you peel off the label, sometimes you can see it better. So let's do that. Well, I think I can. Oh, it's upside down. That's why I couldn't read it. Ah. Yeah, these were poured August 14th. So, let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, there was an angle you could get it there. You can kind of see it right here. So, it's definitely easier to read pulling that back. So, that's the first time I've tried it. I've always been kind of afraid that it would like rip the label, but that came off pretty easily. And I think I can put it back on pretty easily so that I can keep it for my monthly meltdown. Anywho, okay, so point was, these are still fairly new pours. I'm sure as it cures, it will get stronger and maybe even last a little longer because of that. I did melt this in my large living room with high ceilings. We did, however, we were highs in the 70s the day that I melted this. So my AC wasn't having to run near as all like constantly like it has been. I don't even think I had my ceiling fan on. So yes, a lot less air movement in my home the day this was warming than it has been the last several months. Of course, we're back up in temperatures, but those 2 days on the weekend especially were very nice. Anyway, yeah, so great scent. I liked it. I will buy some more of it. I don't know if it's a club scent for me, but I do really like those sweet, fruity scents, and the cherries, kind of like cranberry chutney from Yankee is kind of the vibe I got from this. If you're familiar with that scent, it's that sweet. And kind of heavy almost with this. There is a little bit of that lemon that you kind of get just to brighten it up, but I would definitely categorize it as a kind of heavy, you know, kind of cooked cherries and such. Anyway, okay, enough about one scent there. Cranberry candy cane. This is fresh cranberry, pomegranate, and peppermint sticks. So some people are saying with this one they get just kind of a wax type scent. And sorry about that. And I'm not fond of peppermint whatsoever. And obviously, yes, there's definitely peppermint in here. It is the majority of the scent for me. Warming it, I warmed it in my galley kitchen, which is hard to scent area. I have a warmer on each end of the galley kitchen. And this actually performed decent in that hard to scent area. So I would imagine it's on the stronger side in easier to scent areas. So, you know, kind of take that with what you will and how you know your house, you know, areas melt and give strength in each room. Will I buy more of this? No, just because it's peppermint and I don't need more peppermint in my life. I'm glad I tried it. That cranberry was there and it was noticeable, but I personally would prefer more cranberry, but that's just me, obviously. Next is Rum Plum Plum, and this is plum jam, vanilla sugar, buttery crust, and on cold this really reminded me of sweet plum pastry without that coconut, toasted coconut note. But I have to say, warm, and I warmed it in this room because I distinctly remember sweet plum pastry's performance and scent in this room. So I melted it in the same area. And I would say this is a light medium scent. It was noticeable. I noticed it in the room. But that plum note was different warm than what I get with sweet plum pastry. It was definitely not as dark and heavy as sweet plum pastry. It was a little lighter in tone. And I do get the crust. I know some are saying they don't get the crust. I do get the crust. If I were to pick out of sweet plum pastry or rum plum plum, I would pick sweet plum pastry. If I were to pick from Dancing Sugar Plums or this year's Rum Plum Plum, I would pick Dancing Sugar Plums. It was just a bakery, I think, to throw in the collection to give some bakery lovers a bone, basically. Sorry. I'm glad I tried it. Will I buy more? No. But mainly because I didn't like the pastry note in there. But I'm not a bakery lover either. So if that helps, bakery lovers may really enjoy this scent. Okay, moving on. Sleigh Ride. This is snow amid crisp air, fallen fir needle, and a touch of tart cranberry. I got no cranberry. I got a very, very similar scent to Point Blank. What's in the catalog? You know what I'm talking about. It's been in the catalog forever. Very snowy spruce. So there's the spruce note with a pine cone note in very snowy spruce. I get pretty much that exact same thing, but dial up the spruce fir needle type scent and just a smidge dial down that woodsy note. As far as a snow and crisp air, I don't get that except what comes from the fir needle. So, no cranberry. But again, maybe that's just me not being able to smell anything past that woodsy note that I don't care for. So, I think if you wanted something like this, you might could do better even mixing very snowy spruce with a cranberry or even Cherry's Jubilee or anything in the catalog to come up with something on your own that may be even a little better. Next, vanilla Barnwood. This says creamy vanilla, rich amber, snow-covered countryside, and Barnwood. My bad. It does have Barnwood, whatever that is. So maybe I kind of get a combination of sandalwood and birch, but very creamed out with lots of amber in it. It reminds me of the white amber and silk, I think, scent. Just kind of taking out that silk cotton type note, laundry type note, and adding the vanilla Barnwood, the kind of birch sandalwood type combination scent. Anyway, and warm. I warmed this in the master bedroom. I'm sorry, the primary bedroom, and actually was not as strong as I thought it was going to be. I just kind of assumed, because of smelling it on cold and that amber note coming out, like punching me in the nose, that it was going to be super strong in the bedroom, but it wasn't. I would say an average performer in like an average size room, probably. Will I buy more? No. But I didn't dislike it like I thought I was going to, if that helps any. If you like amber scents, try it. This is unique. I will give them that. Just not my jam. Moving on to probably the rest of these that are my jam. One more catalog scent and then some not currently unavailable scents. Catalog, oh boy. This is grapefruit, clementine, and sugared vanilla. And man, this is, especially if you let this baby cure. We're going to see if we can see a date. I don't even see it. Possible date. This is strong. It is definitely a heavy clementine. Definitely a heavy clementine with some grapefruit, lots of sugar, and just a touch of vanilla, I think, to kind of blend it together. But yes, definitely a sweet clementine, fruity kind of scent, and strong. Melted it in this room, and again, it traveled down the hall. I need to eventually try that in the big area in the living room and see how it does there. Okay, the rest of these are not available. Some of these are in my club. Some, I think one or two were from flash sales, you know, that kind of thing. A is for apple. This was in a flash sale. This is Granny Smith apple, Macintosh, and pure apple bliss. And it is. It's a great combination of the two, a green and a red apple. I think with a little added sugar to it as well. It's a good performer. I use this in the living room, and yeah, I really like this scent. It's like a blend of my, kind of a blend of Apple Press and Appletini Splash. Because it's got that sweetness that Appletini Splash has, and it almost has kind of that crisp air note that Apple Press has. So yeah, winner for me. And then we have Apple Press. This is my favorite apple from any company. It says crisp fall days, crunchy apple, juicy pear, hint of the last full rose of summer. You wouldn't know roses in this if it didn't tell you. So don't think that it's like heavy rose. It's an apple, a really fresh, juicy apple scent. And you can almost smell the skin of the apple even with that juicy inside. Love it. Strong. Atlantic Air is also in my club. Excuse me. Ocean Mist, Sea Salt, White Orchid. So this is definitely a fresh, not aquatic, but kind of. The White Orchid, right? White Orchid, where'd it go? Yeah, White Orchid is definitely the main note here, but it does not come across as floral. It comes across as clean and crisp with just a little bit of that kind of ocean mist in there. Strong performer. Then we have, I think this actually might currently be available. Let me check real quick before I guess I can tell you. Okay, no, it's not available right now. My bad. Cinderella, Happily Ever After. This did come out for maybe a month here recently with the carriage and a few other princess things. I did put it in my club because it is, even if you're not a floral lover, this is the best floral scent. It is. I guess I could show you this pretty cover. It is a bouquet of gardenia, forget-me-not, and frosted lemon. So gardenia is usually like punch in the face, blow you out of the house kind of scent. This is not. It is a great blend of that with the Forget-Me-Not. So 2 white, clean florals with that lemon in there, which is definitely pretty heavy on the lemon. I warmed this in our bedroom, and yeah, I'm keeping this in my club for now. Just one, just, you know, to have a little every now and then, but I really enjoyed it. I think the more I use this, the more I like it. And it wasn't like super strong. Although I will say I did put half of the wax that I would normally put in the warmer. I only did 1 cube in each warmer versus 2 that I would normally do. So yeah, probably 2 may have been too much for me. Cutie Pie Cupcake. This is Clementine, yellow cake batter, and sugary icing. And it is just that. So good combination. You know, it's got that bakery edible to it, but that Clementine is also kind of gives you that fresh, citrusy, clean type, renewing kind of scent. Strong performer as well. Another favorite in my club is Lavender Violet. I melt this fairly often because I love it so much. It's sponge sugar, lavender, violet, and marshmallow. I think it's the best lavender marshmallow scent I've ever smelled from any company. I get a little bit of the kind of herbalness from lavender. I get a little bit of the floral kind of from lavender and violet. And then the sweet, sugary marshmallow. Can't go wrong with it in my opinion. Next is a lemon coconut chiffon. So this is lemon custard, butter cake, and toasted coconut. So I was loving this, put it in my club, and suddenly this summer I warm it, I leave, I come back, and I'm like, what is that scent? Ugh, I don't like it. Nope. I don't know what changed in my scent preferences from the time I left the house to the time I came back the same day, but something went wrong. Maybe it's something changed in the scent. It just got too old. But again, I mean, I only got this in April of this year, and not seeing a pour date, but it can't be that old. Anyway, I guess my nose changed. I don't know. It was a strong scent, though. Had always been a strong scent for me. Next, Mediterranean Spa. And all we get on the scent notes is fresh, smooth, fresh, breezy scent. I believe this has like beach grass and turquoise sea kind of sea minerals and lemongrass. I was really hoping this would come back and bring back my bar, and finally did. Put it in my club, and now it's like, meh. I like it. I enjoy it when it's melting, but I don't think it's a club scent anymore for me. Which I need to actually edit here pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you haven't, so when I do upload that, it'll show in your subscription feed. Route 66. And citrus, herb, and musk. So yeah, kind of a masculine scent that's got citrus, herb, and musk. Almost a little bit of like green grass, but definitely herbal and musky and, you know, kind of masculine body wash kind of scent. I like this one. That was my last one, I think, and as you could see, I received it in October last year. So I've had it for a year. I think it was a Bring Back My Bar that I had maybe in my club for 1 or 2 rounds. Good strong scent. And even if you don't like the masculine type scents, I think that one is enough on the like clean herbal side that you may like it, even if you don't like masculine like cologne scents. Sandswept. This is Blue Ocean Water, Sandstone, Driftwood, Pink Lemon Groves. So, kind of smells like lemon and rocks. And I love it. It's just kind of weak. Just a little weak. So it was in my club. It has actually, I think, already been removed. I'm pretty sure it has already been removed because there was another scent in the Father's Day collection this year that I loved, that with kind of that same rock type note. Just one of the notes in Sandswept is in that, and it's a stronger scent. Blah blah blah. Anyway, what's the name of it? I don't remember at the moment. Okay, last but not least, we've got Zoinks, the ScoobyDoo Wax. This is pink pineapple, sweet strawberry, and tangy clementine. What a great combo of all of those scents. If you like pink pineapple scents, that's what this is. It's strong and sweet and a little tart all at the same time. Citrusy. Yeah. And I would say I'm a light strong. I don't know that I would, I think I said this last time I melted it. I'm not sure that I would melt it in my large living room with high ceilings, but I do need to give it a try just to see how it does there. Anywho, all right, that is all I have for you today. Hopefully, before too much longer, I will have a SCENTSY haul from my October 1st order. And as usual, I will have another weekly meltdown next week on Wednesday that will be non-SCENTSY. So stay tuned. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, and do that for all the videos you watch. Help out those YouTubers that take the time to do videos. Give them a thumbs up at least that helps everyone know that that's a good video to watch, that you enjoyed it. Okay. Enough of that. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you hopefully soon with that October 1st order. Bye-bye.